Why does Clark Kent wear a fedora?
I don't know.
Because he knows it makes him look fedorable. Welcome to the greatest DC Comics show on YouTube. Welcome to Fanboys Live and the Retro Review. We are so happy that you're here tonight. And it's a family show tonight. We welcome first, as you see every week, Signature King. How are you doing, Mr. Tony?
I am well. Busy day today, but happy to finally take it easy.
Yeah, we're happy to have you back and chat comic books too. And then another regular fanboy is Sarah, Silver Hair Bronze Age Babe. How have you been?
I've been fantastic, and I've missed you.
Yeah, we've missed you too.
Tony, it feels like several months since I've actually been on a live stream with you.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, we're happy that you're back tonight.
So, yeah, great way to kick off fall and the football season. So,
yeah. For sure. Has anyone done any comic book shopping in the last week or so?
Just my normal weekly pickup.
Okay. Sarah, how about you?
Yeah, same thing. And I'm waiting for... I had ordered the big treasury facsimile of the House of Mystery, and I don't know when it's coming out.
Okay, we'll have to check on that.
It's got to be sometime in October, right?
Yeah, I would think so too. Is there a diorama on the back of that?
Yes.
Oh no! Did you get regular or foil?
I can't remember.
It's going to be a surprise to you.
It's going to be a surprise to me, and either way, I will get I will just purchase the other one, assuming they have another copy of it. So I will get both, and I want to make the diorama out of the foil because I've not done that yet.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
I really want to ruin a foil. So.
Yes. Let's see who's in the live chat that will be triggered by that statement. We'll start out with White Tiger Cool Calm Collected. Ruby G, Moobunga, baby. How you doing there, Daddy? And then, meow, to the Jackson Roykirk.
Hi, Jackson.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well. He says people miss him too. They just need better aim. Yeah, he won't miss you then. Oh, triggered.
I got him already. We're only 3 minutes
Absolutely.
in.
New record.
It's pretty good.
Gordon is here with us. How you doing, Gordon? It's awesome to see you. Showing up is our friend James, Warlord. We'd love to have you back on the show as a guest again, too, in the future. And Jason is here, Southern Comic Geek. The king is in his commoner clothes. Yes, he is. You are. Where's the crown?
Right,
is it being shined?
Jacket. Yeah.
Crown is right here, but it doesn't look good in red.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You need multicolors.
Clash bash. Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't look good in red. I just got finished like 10 minutes before I started, so I was like, I don't have time to make all this look good. Mm-hmm. So you get this.
Okay. We're not getting the best of them. We're getting the rest of them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Gordon is saying he loves the Fandom Zone. It's a great place to live. All right.
I heard they have good internet over there.
Yeah. And Luxinda Swirl Resin Tumblers is with us. How are you doing?
Well, it's interesting she's here, isn't it?
It is very interesting she's here.
Because Luxinda and I put our heads together because let me give a little bit of the backstory here. So I wanted a new Tumbler, and I wanted something. I needed a Lois Lane Tumbler, but I wanted the colors to kind of match this marvelous cover from Action Comics where Lois Lane is turned into the monster named Lois Lane. So I sent her a picture of that, and I said, that's what I want, and I want a Lois Lane logo from the old days. So what I got was this beautiful.
That is awesome.
I'm so happy with it. I can't even stand it. So then while I was at it, I said, you know what, who really needs some personalized Tumblr are the other fanboys. So between me and Luxinda, we came up with the following, and there's Ryan's.
I love mine. It's so, and I tell you, the screen here doesn't do the colors justice. It doesn't so much.
Yeah. I think that's the first time I've seen yours. I don't think you've shared it.
Oh, I've shown that on my video.
Maybe I missed it. Maybe I just don't recall. Maybe I didn't watch your video. I don't know.
Actually.
And when someone says, I don't think I watched your video.
Yeah. I remember, Tony.
Yes. R.I.P.
Well, it was fun.
I do love mine.
Yeah, mine's got some good colors too.
I haven't seen yours. Let's see yours.
You didn't watch my video?
I didn't watch your video.
Nah.
No, he's freaking me out.
I like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'd say what it says, but my kids are sleeping. You have to yell.
Yeah, the lightning would hit.
Yeah, it's funny. So now when there's a thunderstorm and there's lightning, my kids run out to the deck and yell Shazam as loud as they can.
Nice.
Every once in a while, it works. Like they time it perfect, and they get freaked out.
Yeah. But yes, and there's a great Etsy store where you can order some tumblers at, and you could probably talk to Luxinda and see if there's options, or if there's something you're interested in that you don't see on the site. It sounds like customization is a conversation you can have.
Totally. She would be happy to work with you and look at you'll be amazed, and it's a lot of fun. So Luxinda, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. And thank you, Sarah, for gifting this to me.
Thank the both of you. I would like to, maybe she could put together, he or she, whoever made these, could put together like a video, just how the process is made. I'd watch it because I'm curious how something like this gets made.
Unless it's an ancient Chinese secret.
Oh, look, I didn't realize this. There's a lightning bolt on the bottom.
Yes.
Let's see. Hold on, let's make it big.
Oops.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
You should. I also have a Lois Lane press pass underneath here.
Oh, that's cool.
So
I never noticed mine had a thing on the bottom.
Yeah, I think Ryan, you also have. There we go. Yeah, see,
that's cool.
It's all in the details, baby.
Yes, I love that.
So yeah, she's had a lot of videos. Luxinda, I don't know if you still have that YouTube channel live and in person or up, but
drop a link. Let's check it out.
Drop a link to it in the chat.
I'm curious.
Yeah, it is an involved process. I'm telling you, it's not for the faint of heart. There is a YouTube video of when I made Shabab's Batman tumbler. Well, there you go.
Oh. Okay. How many tumblers do you have? Do you have the whole set?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I just have the two.
The two? Okay.
The two. And I know I had her make a Superman one that I gave away in a prize pack. And I think Super Russ 9000 is now the proud owner of it. So
I'll tell you, the tumbler that I think of first, the one she did, was that Swamp Thing one.
It was amazing.
Because, all of her tumblers are great, but that Swamp Thing one was like on another level.
Yeah, and my friend Rob snapped that.
Did he?
Yeah, oh, God.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't even think we were off the air before he hey, I want it.
Yeah, that's cool.
So there you go. So
they are snazzy looking.
They are. Yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, Luxinda, for being here.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're watching on the rewind, thank you as well for being here tonight. We do appreciate you being here. And we'll kind of delve into what's going on with the latest DC Comics news. One of the big stories, there's actually several big stories, I think, that kind of hit this week. I mean, right before the big NYCC. But look at something that you could own. These are original costumes worn by Adam West and Burt Ward from the Batman 66 TV show.
Oh my god.
And a huge lot of props, including costumes, is going up for auction later on this month on Heritage. There's a Bruce Wayne. I actually kind of remember seeing him wear this in an episode.
Yeah.
It's in pretty good shape for as old as it is. You could get Batgirl's costume. Whose baby are you? You want to know something interesting about the Batgirl costume when they originally created that? Maybe you guys know this or not. I'm not sure if you do or if you don't. But originally, the cape, that was going to be reversible, and on the other side was going to be the skirt that Barbara Gordon would wear in every episode. But then they realized they would restrict her wardrobe too much. Like, it would always look like she's only wearing the same outfit.
Yeah, both are good points. Both
but that was the original concept, was her cape was going to be her Barbara Gordon skirt.
Wow.
Got a penguin outfit.
Oh, man.
P.N. Gwyn.
Do they have prices on these, or are these just up for auction?
They're up for auction.
Okay.
Riddler.
Riddler would be cool. I'd like the Riddler. Because his purple belt, it looks like he's just wearing thermals.
Yeah, it does.
The skinniest
Look at that.
legs in the world.
Meow.
Meow.
This is the Lee Merriweather costume. Since 3 different actresses played Catwoman.
Yeah.
This is the Lee Merriweather one.
Like, this is one owner who had the
one
belt?
owner. Not only does he have this, he has so many costumes from TV shows from 60s and 70s and 80s.
Wow.
This was the outfit that Jill St. John wore when she was in disguise as Robin. She was Molly the Mall. And it looks like she signed that too. We got a Batmobile parachute. We have the Mad Hatter top hat. We have a Mr. Freeze helmet.
Ooh, even his helmet is getting kind of yellow, like my headlights.
The Penguin submarine, the miniature that they used for it. The Bat Scanner receiver. A Bat radio. So that's just the Batman stuff, but one thing that I did see that they had in the auction that's superhero related, they have a Linda Carter worn Wonder Woman outfit.
Wow.
And there's only 6 of those in existence.
So what's your guess as to how much, what's the range of Wonder Woman or any of those major costumes would go to? Are hundreds of thousands?
Yeah, I would say.
More? Yeah.
I would say hundreds of thousands, so.
Well, I'm going to put that on my watch list over at Heritage. Now
yes,
I want to know.
I think it starts on October 24th is when it begins. And, Christmas is coming, and your boy here wouldn't mind a Linda Carter outfit. You want something on the walls? How about me you get me the Linda Carter costume, it goes on the wall. How about that? Guaranteed.
We'll give that some thought.
We'll get a GoFundMe going.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I got a feeling if you say it's a GoFundMe for me, it's going to turn into a Go F him.
Right.
That's what the F means, right?
Yes. But yes, these are possessions that you can't own. I mean, even outside of comic books, this man had such an amazing collection. He has one of.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, it does. Let me go back and look. One of the things that is also up for auctions is an original I Dream of Jeannie outfit that Barbara Eden wore.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's Jackson Kitty. I feel to get us $300,000 ready. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the Stuart Berkowitz Television Treasures Auction.
Huh.
So it's pretty awesome.
Neat.
I think. Tony, do you have some news? I mean, I have some more, but I'll give you a chance to chime in with some news.
I don't. The only thing I thought was really unique, and I don't want to talk about spoilers, but the way they're continuing the Peacemaker show was pretty cool for those of you who haven't been seeing it. And I'm not going to give it a whole lot.
We don't have to spoil it, but one thing that we can talk about with Peacemaker, some of the fans have been a little bit disappointed that the episodes have been shorter than normal. However, James Gunn has said the episode coming this week, which is the season 2 finale, is going to be 57 minutes. So that's like double the size of an episode that we've had. And someone asked him if the ending of Peacemaker will give us an indication of where the DCU is headed. And he said a huge indication.
Yeah, he also said that the end of Peacemaker season 2, it will leave a big hint at the Superman whatever movie coming up next. What Man of Tomorrow, I think is what it said.
Yeah.
Kind of directly relates to that. So who knows? Stay tuned. Definitely watch the season finale. But I know I'm kind of excited for it.
Yeah.
I guess I got to start watching that show.
It's actually pretty good.
Okay.
You can, If you've seen have you seen the Superman movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
The new one. Okay, they're gonna crisscross like this.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's kind of cool.
Do I have to watch the first season of?
Nah, skip it.
Okay.
It helps, but if you don't, you're okay too.
It's not.
Do you know who
You'll know the
is?
characters a little bit better if you
and you're
watch.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these are only 8-episode seasons, so they're not that long.
Short episodes. Perfect.
And they're short episodes, so yeah. Speaking of Superman, we are getting a brand new Superman Spider-Man crossover in 2026. Announced this week. It's been rumored that it probably was coming. It was confirmed that it is coming. And along with that, rumored, we've even talked about it on Fanboys, but confirmed, we are getting facsimiles of the original Superman versus Spider-Man treasuries 1 and 2. One will come in February, I believe, and then the second issue comes in March, and there's going to be foil versions available of them as well. So
wow,
that's exciting to see that back in print, coming back in print. So
I can't tell you, back in the day when that first Superman Spider-Man treasure came out, it was such a big hairy deal.
Absolutely.
It was absolutely just jaw-dropping, and it's a great I reread it recently, and the art is fun and the story's good. It was really cool. I'm glad they're doing something more with that concept.
Yeah. So that's fun. It's great to see, anytime that these have been reprinted, which has been so few, because getting these companies to be able to, legally be able to reprint these.
Right.
They sell out, even the reprints, you can get some decent money of because they just aren't out there. But now we're going to even get foil versions of. I'm going to get the foil ones because I have the originals.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So I was excited to hear that news too. Anything else news-wise that you guys have? Or
I just thought it was interesting that the Superman movie showed up on HBO. It seems so fast.
Yes.
I guess that was a James Gunn decision because he wanted people to be able to watch Superman and Peacemaker season 2.
Oh, okay.
Because if it wasn't available for streaming, and then you saw season 2 of Peacemaker, would have gave too much away. People probably would have been less interested.
That makes sense.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, Superman movie did very well in theaters, so yeah, I liked it. I'm excited. I'm also excited for the Superman signing.
Yes. David Corenswet is doing a private signing with Star Wars Autograph Universe, SWAU. I was actually surprised that he was more affordable than I thought he would be.
Me too. Very affordable. Very affordable. Although I'm doing all the extras, tick, 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 tick. So it's not affordable anymore, but it's $180
for the signature, yeah.
And so what, you send a book in and they take care of it?
Or whatever you want.
You can send something in, or you can choose photos that they have, like an 8x10 or whatever.
Oh.
You can choose. And they do have a pretty good selection. They probably have, 75 to 100 photos to choose from. So you do get a good option. So
is Rachel Brosnahan doing any of that stuff?
They haven't announced it yet, but I would not be surprised.
Well, I'll jump on that. That's what I need.
That puts me in a huge dilemma. Huge dilemma.
Because one, you get David, what do you do when the other ones are announced?
Well,
right?
I was thinking about the Rachel Brosnahan one because I'm doing the Superman one with David Cornsweet on, just David.
Mm-hmm.
They also have one where him and Rachel are embracing as Clark and Lois. That would be cool if I can get them to sign
both of
one
them.
cover.
Right.
Yeah. I might just do both. I might just
you know both. You're just gonna get both.
I might just do both. So I don't know what to do. But then again, it comes back to the whole dilemma. Do I do it just a regular David Cornsweet Superman logo? Because what if they add like the rest of the cast?
And they could.
They could. But then again, it all comes back to the original cover I wanted technically is a movie poster.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
I got to say hi to Cookie, who's popped in, just a little podcast. This is his month. It's not his birthday, but it's his month. So everyone make sure to pay tribute to just a little podcast.
Just go broke. Why not?
Yeah, right.
The government's shutting down. Why can't I shut down?
Yeah.
Just go to the tree, Tony. Pick off what you need. That's what I do when.
It's been a crazy couple of days here. So the state hasn't passed a budget. We're the last state in the country to do so, and there's no end in sight. And now they can't pass the budget because they don't know what they're going to get from the federal government. So now they really can't pass a budget.
Sounds like problems.
Man. Sounds like problems. Like, it wouldn't be a big deal if I wasn't so affected by both. But whatever.
So what's Tony's solution? Let's spend some money.
That's right.
I'm stimulating the economy. I'm doing my part.
You are. You are. What a good consumer you are.
I try. I need you guys to help. And, if I had the cash, I'd get Lasso some Wonder Woman costumes.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
That's
Let's
stimulating
do
the
it.
economy. Yeah, right.
As a matter of fact, this goes for you, Signature, but anyone else that decides to do this, if I get that costume on my wall, I will custom make a huge sign shouting you out so it's always there.
No. I want a private signing event. You sign all the Loretta Lynn books.
Funny you mention that. We'll talk about that during the book show.
I was just goofing.
Excellent.
We'll talk about that during the book show.
I think we have news.
So,
well, I didn't want to spoil anything, but
you didn't.
Okay,
you
good.
Didn't spoil nothing.
I was just messing around. I don't actually know anything. Believe me. Ask my wife. I don't know a thing.
Ba-dum-bum.
That's also a joke and not a joke at the same time.
That's what makes it funny.
Makes it so funny.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be funny if it wasn't true.
Yeah. So, Signature, if you don't mind pulling up the assist, we Silver Hair Bronze Age Babe picked out our retro review tonight. First, I'm saying hi to Kenneth Bird. How you doing, my friend? Which one do you want to do first?
Let's go by time, like by
release year.
Came out, your release year. So if I could go first with,
tell us what our theme is tonight and why you picked it.
Yes, so our theme is ghosts. Ooh, because it's October and ghosts. And I was curious. The only ghost story that I actually read in advance was this one. And I was just really curious about how do you write a ghost story with Superman in it with a guy who can see through walls. So I was like, what's going to scare him? You know what I mean? So I was just curious about it. And I've never read the other two stories that the guys are going to talk about. So let's see how Superman does with ghosts. So
I'm just going to say really quick, hello to John's Comics with Friends. He is in Florida. He is never in a time zone ahead of me. But he is right now. So thank you for tuning in during your vacation.
You're on vacation. Okay. You tune in. How nice.
Yes. Go for it, Sarah. Take it away.
Okay, so Superman number 214. This is from 1969. And we have this absolutely superb Neal Adams cover with, purple and green ghosts. I'm there. I can't say no to that book. The splash page, you open up the splash page, has Clark Kent wearing the most delightful 1969 outfit I've ever seen, trying to protect Lois from the ghost of Metallo. Great Krypton, the ghost of Metallo is after Lois, but she can't even see him. So the story starts out with Superman drilling a hole for the Geological Institute when he is startled to see, gasp, no, it can't be you, a ghost of composite Superman. And we get some really funny panels where the ghost of composite Superman says, hey, puny man, it's me, composite Superman. I possess all the powers of the Legion. And though I'd never even been to their era. And he calls he calls Superman a fool as Superman tries to, I'll take care of you. And he flies right at him. But don't you know you can't even touch a spirit? So then the ghost turns the crystals that Cal has dug up into green kryptonite, and Cal starts to get all woozy. And the ghostly image then demands that Cal beg for mercy, which of course he won't do. Suddenly, the ghost vanishes, and that's that. The next morning, we get Clark Kent styling in plaid, like he on this.
I love the way you describe it.
Do real men wear plaid? Clark Kent does. When the ghost of Metallo arrives, and we get a background, couple panels on who Metallo was, what his origin was, and how he died. And I'm not going to go back into that because it's not really relevant to our story. Well, Clark tries to shield Lois from the ghost of Metallo, and he starts to feel the effects of Kryptonite. But the ghost then disappears. Well, Lois smells a rat and suspects that Clark is Superman. So she starts to follow him because she's Lois Lane, and that's what she does. Clark joins Lois. She joins Clark for an interview of some famous actor when Clark sees Metallo's ghost out the window of the apartment or the hotel that they're interviewing him. Superman makes his excuses and gives chase, only to be sucked into, what else? Another dimension. And there in the other dimension is Metallo, who is just taking it to Superman because Superman's energy is draining away. Now, once again, the ghost demands that Superman gets on his knees and begs for mercy, which Superman, again, refuses to do. And poof, he's back into his own dimension once again. The next day, Lois is angry at Clark for leaving the interview with the pompous actor and says she's sure he slipped away to become Superman. When meanwhile, in the shadows, we see someone who says, "We've zeroed in on the Lane dame. Her days of writing exposés about our syndicate are over once I get her in the sights of my special gun." And suddenly, Lois is encased in a clear tube and shot skyward. Superman gives chase, only to see our next ghost, the ghost of Zha-Vam, who apparently had appeared in several issues of Action Comics. And I have to tell you, I don't really remember this villain, but there you go. So the ghost is like the others and takes it to Cal, who has at this point grown very, very frustrated, and yells at the ghost, "Just what do you want? Either kill me if you can or get off Earth." And abruptly, the ghost disappears. Meanwhile, Lois is still in her plastic tube, rocketing towards who knows where. But turns out that Lois is completely unharmed in this plastic tube. And Superman realizes that the entities that he's been the ghosts have passed up 3 chances to kill him. And so he calls out, "Hey, whoever, whatever you are, your masquerades are over. Let me see what you really look like." And he hears, "All right, Superman, I failed. There's no point in hiding myself from you any longer." And there he is, Nador. He explains that he is from another solar system, and he had wanted to join that solar system's version of the Legion of Superheroes, a group called the Omega Commandos. But the Omegas were put off by his rather dorky-looking appearance and just didn't believe that he can do anything. And he said, "Yeah, but I've got, the skills and the abilities of the Legion of Superheroes over there on Earth. Come on, let me join." And the Omegas agree to give him an initiation test. If he can bring Superman to his knees, begging for his life, then Nador is in. But because Superman bends the knee to no one, Nador failed. So Nador is like, I'm really sorry about all this, but this is what I was trying to do. Well, Superman accepts his apology. He goes to the Omega Commandos on the other planet, tell them how worthy Nador is, and they accept him into the club, and we get a final bit of Superman-splaining, where Superman says, I think these youths have learned that it is not what a person looks like that's important, but what he is. And that's a moral everyone should remember. The end.
There you go.
So there it is.
All right. So
not exactly ghostly, but still, you know.
It's got some spirits in it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Signature King will be up next in just a moment with his issue.
Absolutely. One of these.
So did you just, Shabab, did you just kind of type in like Superman spooky stories to try to find your other ones?
Basically, yes.
Okay. All right.
Superman and Ghost.
Oh, that's my issue.
Yeah.
Signature King, that's my issue.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh,
is that the one you read?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because in the chat, it said, which one do you want? I said, I said 53. Yeah, Action Comics 53, or DC Comics Presents 53.
Oh, okay.
You agreed to it. No, I'm just kidding. No, you're good. Okay. I guess I'll read this other one.
No, you can go ahead and do it. We'll figure something out. You go ahead and do it.
Yeah. Okay. It's pretty funny too. I think you'll enjoy it. Yeah. So the House of Mystery kind of thing. There's one scene in here I got to point out. It confused me. I had to look at this particular scene a couple times to figure it out, but it's funny nonetheless. So yeah, real retro. I really like this issue. So it starts off here as trick-or-treating. A little kid is Superman, and he's knocking on the door, and this old lady's kind of giving him a hard time. Like, oh my gosh, Superman, shouldn't you be out on patrol somewhere? And he takes it kind of like maybe he's a teenager. I don't know. He seems kind of teenager-ish. He says, "Oh, geez, Miss Fester, quit kidding. I really can't." And then he actually turns into Superman. So that was kind of fun. And then he says, "Oh, ma'am, I got to go. I see an emergency with my supervision." So he takes off. And then we cut to Lois Lane's Halloween gathering with some of her friends and colleagues over at Daily Planet, where Superman is dressing up as the Green Lantern for Halloween. Awesome. Awesome. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, and there's a Supergirl there. There's all kinds of crazy people. The sports writer Steve Lombardo is dressed up as some kind of I don't even know what he's dressed up as, honest. But Jimmy Olsen is there dressed up as Thor, but they don't say Thor. He just
looks exactly like him.
Looks exactly like Thor. Has the powers of Thor and has a hammer. And he's a god of thunder, not the god of a god of thunder. But yeah, all of a sudden Superman crashes in and he says, Miss Lane, we got to go. There's an emergency. So he takes Miss Lane. And yeah, here we have Jimmy summoning bolts of lightning with his totally not Thor hammer. Definitely not a copyright infringement. So yeah, so Superman takes Lois Lane and flies away, and Superman decides, this is how I'm going to confuse people. I'm going to charge my ring, my fake dollar store Green Lantern. Maybe I don't think they have the dollar store, but anyway, he charges his Green Lantern ring with his heat vision and flies away. Like, that was okay thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, he flew. So that means he's either Superman or that is one hell of a costume. Because he just went and bought a fully functional Green Lantern ring. Because in the art, he's still wearing Clark Kent glasses. So they know it's him.
No one's going to figure this out.
The whole point is he takes the glasses off. Oh, I'm not Clark Kent. But in this scene, he's still Clark Kent flying after Superman. I don't know. I digress. So he's chasing the new Superman, and he encounters some what do they call these birds of prey, gigantic birds of prey, and he fights them all. He's able to fight them off pretty good, and he's following. Well, he was able to change into his real Superman suit. So now he's actually Superman, and he's following this trail over to this house of mystery, and this is the scene I was talking about. So I looked at this scene here for a little bit, and I had to look at it for a few minutes, and I was like, oh, they're doing like a house of mystery, like classic monster verse. Did you get the same kind of thing?
That's a classic kind of way that the House of Mystery would begin and end stories. It would just sandwich them. Like Kane would sit there and say, okay, kids, you want to hear a story? And then they'd launch into the story. And then he'd say, that's it.
I thought this was like the werewolf from the classic Monsterverse, the Dracula from the classic, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Frankenstein. So I had to stare at this for like a second. I was like, oh, wait a minute. That's not them. Those are children.
They're children.
Yeah.
Yes.
So keep in mind that all these people in this photo right here are children. So then we are visited by Mister Mix. I got to defer to Mr. last one, this one. I can never say his name. Mister
Mxyzptlk.
Mister Mxyzptlk. It's so funny because some of the kids in here try to say it, and they can't say it right. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I feel you, bud. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. No one can.
And he's even here. He's even trying to correct him. He's like, Mister Mxyzptlk? Like, no, not Mxyzptlk. So that was pretty funny. So the fake Superman brings him to the house with the other children. And now this kid essentially was kidnapped into this house of mystery by Mr. Mxyzptlk, and they're going to run like a prank on Superman. So Superman is able to follow them to the house of mystery, and as soon as he gets in the door, he's greeted by like a riddle, so to speak. He's got 5 minutes to save Lois Lane, or she's going to be gone forever. So the first room he goes in, he's attacked by these giant tentacles, and there's some sort of goo in the floor, and it makes it really sticky. He calls it a sticky. I don't even know what he calls it. Sticky stuff. So he's fighting the tentacle monster, and he's able to escape. But the next room, gravity's all goofed up, so he's like stuck to the wall. He's very disoriented. His powers are going haywire. He can't really figure out like how to fly like that, but he's able to fix it. And I thought this was funny here. So the tentacle is trying to come back in that room, and he's able to super freeze the door shut. And I was like, well, couldn't you just super freeze the octopus? Whatever. Tentacle monster, I don't know.
That's hysterical. Oh, Superman.
Yeah. So Mister Mxyzptlk hits the lights, and he is attacked by a spooky skeleton. And then you have here this very confusing line: story continues after special insert. And I was reading this, and I thought it was like a 1 or 2 page ad.
No, it's the Atari 2600 preview.
Yeah,
it goes on.
Yeah, it's like 16 pages.
It is. Yeah, it's like a whole nother book. Okay.
In the digital, they publish that at the end. They don't break up the story on the digital version.
Smart. I don't know why they did that. So anyway, we're back to Superman, and he swats the skeleton out of the way. He has a pretty funny line here. He says, "Go rattle your bones somewhere else." But essentially, he knocks out a kid, and Superman realizes, he's like, oh my gosh, I was a kid in a costume. So he picks up the kid, puts him on the couch. Kid is very confused. He's like, Superman, what's happening? And he said, hang on, I'll be back for you. Just get some rest. And then I love how, like, in these old cartoons, like, they had, like, if they had a thought bubble, like they had to spell it out, like what Superman was thinking. So in here, he's thinking, man, I have to be careful because they're kids in the costumes. Like, okay, yes, I think we got that after the first one. Goes outside. So anyway, he goes to the next room and he's at the Daily Planet. And Perry's like, hey, listen, I got a job for you. I need you to rewrite this story before the deadline. Have it ready in 15 seconds. And he does. He sits down to his typewriter and just, because he's Superman, he can type at super speeds. Hands it to him, and he's like, holy, he's like, you're pretty fast. And then he's like, maybe Lois is at her desk. So he goes over to Lois's desk, and, here he is. First, I thought this was like a Wolfman. Like, I remember seeing this guy a couple times, but I could never remember his name. So he says to the guy, like, listen, tell me where Lois is, or I'm going to shake the answers out of you. And that's exactly what happens. Spins him around, and Mister Mxyzptlk is just having a good time. And then somehow the mob comes in, and they're essentially holding the entire newspaper hostage. Superman is, not sure how to solve this because he knows like it's not real. But before he can figure it out, he falls to the floor. It turns out he's actually stuck in a coffin. I don't know how that happened, but we'll go with it. So he gets out of the coffin and realizes, he's only got 5 minutes to find Lois still. And then he comes across the vampire, and then he's like, oh yeah, that's right. There's a child who's been magically transformed into this monster to fight me. So to beat the vampire, he able to use his heat vision and blow up this lamp, causing a big bright light, which everybody knows vampires hate light. And that kind of worked. He beat the vampire. He's flying off into the next room where he finds a skunk. He was following Lois's perfume, and it turns out to be a skunk. But that's okay. Yeah, it's midnight. He doesn't make it, but that's okay. Mister Mxyzptlk is pulling a prank. He said he should have seen the look on your face, which we thought. I don't know why they have the scene of Superman. Like, I wouldn't think that's funny. Like, dude, I thought I was going to lose a loved one forever. You know what I mean? But I guess it's okay. But yeah, that kind of wraps things up here. Mr. Mxyzptlk goes home to bother those 4 other fools. Because remember, he's in Marvel too. And that's it. Superman and Lois are reunited. And
yeah, you're right. That's a nice little reference there to the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Because they claim the Impossible Man and Mxyzptlk are the same, they look different in different universes.
I don't recall what issue that's in, but not every time I see Mr. Mxyzptlk again, I always think, okay, he's gonna go bother Reed Richards.
Yeah. And Tony, I do need to apologize to you because that was your issue.
Oh,
it was.
Nah, you're good.
Phew.
So
in your defense, that does sound like a mistake that I would make. So I get it.
So as you might have noticed, I really wasn't paying attention to Tony's review because I was desperately trying to read my story. And what happened is I'm reading my story in a frantic pace while Tony's reviewing. Then I'm like, this doesn't look like the cover at all. And I'm like, this doesn't look like the cover at all. And I'm like halfway through the story, and I'm like, how much you want to bet this isn't it's the right issue, but it's not the right story. And that's exactly what happened. So Tony, here's the cover. And that's a pretty striking cover, I have to say. Don't you guys agree?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But Tony, I need you to go like almost all the way to the end because it's the third story. And there's a Superman story, then there's a Atom and Flash story, and then there's another Superman story. So that's where we need to go. Oops. And you guys are going to be extremely kind with me because there's technically a couple pages of this I haven't read at all. So, but we can look at the pictures. We can look at the pictures and figure it out. Yeah, Tony, don't rip your shirt. And I want to say hello to Joel the Geek who has popped in to see us during our retro review. Go back. Okay, there we go. So here we start out. It's an untold tale of Clark Kent. And it starts atop the fabled Tower of London with a headless phantom, one of the ghosts that haunts the walls. Clark Kent is there, and they say, Mr. Kent, grab your camera before it vanishes. And he's like, this is going to make a great climax for my TV special about London. He starts to shoot. He looks up. He's like, it's a specter of Superman. And Clark's like, that's impossible. Ghosts are the spirit of the dead, but I'm Superman, and I'm alive. So we have the ghost that haunted Clark Kent. So, of course, he remembers he has to make an important phone call, and they're like, yeah, I heard he was a spineless jellyfish. We should have known he'd been scared off. But, of course, he's running inside to see what the heck is going on, and with his X-ray vision, he sees his ghostly double passing through the stone walls in a sealed-off room, and he's putting his head back on. And he's like, is something wrong with my supervision? He's becoming another Superman in the flesh. And he's like, okay, I got to check this out. So he changes from Clark into Superman, and he bores through the wall and comes up. He says, I drilled up from far beneath the ancient foundation so no one can follow me. That's surprised my weirdo counterpart. And he greets him with, oh, Superman or Kent or whatever your name is. I was hoping you'd take the bait and follow me here. And he's like, he knows my secret identity. He's like, who are you? Show your face. So he does show his face, and he's like, I thought he'd resemble me, but it's a shriveled up face like and a body of a mummy. And he's like, it's horrifying, isn't it? He's like, I am Dr. Troy Magnus. 3 centuries ago, I was a royal physician. And back in 1665, when the plague arrived in London, he was treating it. And the king's servants are dying like flies. They tell him that he has to do something in the flashback of his origin here. And he says he thinks about how he mixed these elixirs together, developing an ancient elixirs developed by ancient physicians. And maybe he could find a remedy for the plague. So he tries it out on himself, and he says, maybe I'll have complete immunity from this horrible pestilence that's going along. So for days afterwards, he worked among the sick, and the epidemic did not affect him, but there is disease and death everywhere. He notices that he remains healthy. He's like, the elixirs gave me immunity, but as I gather more rare ingredients, I'll give the potion to others. But then one inevitable day, his body starts burning with a fever. He figures the potion has stopped working, and his assistants start deserting him. So they came the crisis, but instead of dying, his body started changing, and it became translucent. It turned into a bodiless specter, and he thinks he must be dead. But then he notices he can become real again, like he's alive, and he feels a strange new strength surging through him like he's cured, and that the elixir gave him immunity. So he started going back to work, and he's confronted saying, Magnus, we've been watching you, and that's the 7th man you treated this morning, and all 7 died, even those who didn't have the plague. And he notices that he's right. It's been that way since he cured himself. He's killing other people, but he's okay. And he realizes he's spreading the plague everywhere. He has the touch of death. So he confesses to it. He says, kill me before I wipe out everyone in London. And they say, well, we really have no choice. And then he changed into a ghost when they were going to strike him with his blade. And he realizes because of the elixir, the very threat of death turns his body into a phantom. So he says he was a menace to mankind. There was only one way to protect his people. So he says, seal me up in these walls of this tower, or all of London may perish because of me. And they say, well, let's do it quick. So they do. And they start talking about preserved by the weird elixir I remained in my living tomb for centuries, experimenting in the alchemy. And he starts playing around with light, continuous favorite subject of his, transmitting lead into gold, how he wishes death would end his miserable loneliness. And in his phantom form, he's able to escape into the night where other people, don't seem to notice him. He sees how the times have changed. People live and die, but there's no rest for me, that this is a living death. And he comes upon learning about Superman, the stranger. He has a secret identity. He knows what it is. He's super normal human with unearthly powers. Perhaps he can help me out with my misery. So that's why he wanted to lure him in. So he says, using sheer mental power, I transform my phantom shape to that of Superman, your other identity, to lure you here. And Superman says, but why? He says, I'm tired of living like this. I'm not alive and I'm not dead. I want to end it all. Yet no mortal weapon can harm me, but maybe your superpowers can. And he says, well, I can't. As Superman, I swore never to use my powers to kill someone. And he says, must I be in prison here for all in eternity just because I tried to help others? You need to have mercy. And he says, you don't know what you're asking. I gave a sacred oath to use my powers only to serve mankind. And he says, I understand. Once I swore to use my skills only to save lives. And Superman's like, well, what can I do? My hands are tied. And he says, one small favor before you go, seal up the cracks you made in that wall. If the contamination in this laboratory seeps out, it might be a horrible new plague that starts in the outside world. And he says, well, my heat vision will remedy that at once. But as the beams of his heat vision start, he jumps in and he says, be careful, you melt the mirrors I'm using in my experiment. So, and he even says, look out, even a flash burn from that reflected superheat might. And he says, see, I'm perfectly safe. My hand's becoming spectral instantly. But a split second later, he was wrong. He forgot. Only mortal weapons could hurt him, but his heat vision is a super weapon, so he feels it blazing through his body. And Superman's like, I killed you. I'm a murderer. And he's like, don't blame yourself, Superman. It was an accident. Strange how my experiments in turning lead to gold gave me what I desired more than anything else on Earth, a merciful death. And he dies in Superman's arms, and Superman comments his torment is over at last. And as the tragedy ends, Superman seals him back up there and says the poor man didn't realize that atomic scientists of our age transmuted metals long ago. That laboratory was his tomb for centuries. Let it be his tomb forever. And that's how the issue ends. Not bad for reading it on the fly.
Honest to God. You deserve an award.
I deserve a costume.
Yes.
Go down to Party City, pick one out.
Right.
I had a heritage auction costume in mind. Hey, Christina, how you doing, my friend? I hope you've had a nice weekend. So, very cool. So, thoughts on these spooky... Oh, can you read it again? I barely read it one time. So, thoughts on these spooky Superman stories? I'm sorry, SK.
No, they are... No, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, these were spooky. They were different. I usually like the DC Comics Presents one, and I don't think I've ever read this one. So it was kind of a new experience for me, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, Sarah.
Yeah, they are. I think Superman isn't scared in any of them.
Nope.
He's frustrated, but not afraid. So I think I'm still looking, I guess, for a story where Superman is, donate now. It's funny, I just set up a Venmo account to send some money to my niece. So if you want to, tell me, give me the email address or whatever. Anyway, I guess I'm still looking for a story where Superman is actually scared.
Okay.
But they're fun. I mean, these are just it's a good goof, a bunch of goof stories, which I think are great. Yeah.
So I was chugging away reading that first story, and I'm like, there is nothing about ghosts in this thing at all. And I'm like, I got halfway through it, and I'm like, I'm in trouble. So, and all I could think is I found the right story is keep talking, Tony, keep talking. So, but I did enjoy these stories. I thought they were fun. It's Mxyzptlk is so stupid because he knows that he falls for saying his name backwards every time.
Every time.
And essentially in that story, every time that they called him a different name, he repeated it. He's like, no, my name isn't Mr. Walk up the stairs backwards or whatever, So at the end they say Mr. Kipplestim. And he's like, I'm not Kipplestim. And he's like, then he realizes what he did. So
yeah,
hey, sleepy reader.
Hey there. I mean, Mxyzptlk has never been a favorite character.
Yeah,
and not just because I can't say his name, but I just the little space age imp just doesn't do it for me. So
who was on drugs when they came up with that name?
I'm telling you, you got pity the people writing in the Silver Age. You had so many versions. You had so many Superman comics that you had to churn out every month. So I'll cut them a little slack.
Yeah. But fun stories,
On the whole,
tis
absolutely.
the season.
Yeah. So kick off your Halloween with some ghosts in the House of Mystery.
And if you guys, either in the chat or if you're watching on the rewind, if you know of a good Superman story where he gets scared, let us know, or leave a comment here, or leave a comment on the post. for the video. So
I want to know it.
Yeah. Yeah, fun review tonight. So we will segue over into our book show, and we'll start with Silver Hair Bronze Age Babe. I think you have something very special for us, right?
I really do. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll start by saying on my channel, I've had there's a video up about my romance comic book collection. I've been whittling it down. I decided to sell a bunch of books, which was actually kind of fun and painless. And so I've really narrowed the romance collection set down to where I really love it. It's exactly, only a short box of the books I love. And so there's a sample of that. It's Tony's fault. It's just Tony's fault.
It's probably true.
It's true. Because getting to know Tony, and he's the one that started me down the path of getting books that are signed. And I have obviously tons of Neal Adams books that are signed because he's a favorite artist. I also have some other books that I've had signed. But one signature of an artist that I love was eluding me until now. The most famous in my mind Lois Lane artist is Curt Schaffenberger.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I finally snagged the only Curt Schaffenberger book signature I've ever seen.
Wow.
I've been haunting eBay. I've been haunting Heritage, every auction site you can think of. And I found this one on eBay. And it's from Anthony's comic book and art. And
yes, I bought from him.
I know him. Yeah.
I bought from him.
I met him a couple times. Nice guy.
Yeah. And he's the real deal, right? So
yeah, he's real.
So that is definitely Curt Schaffenberger's signature. So I already, the book itself is not in the greatest shape and I don't care. So I put it in this lovely protective cozy in its own little frame. Thank you, Jackson. And a hashtag blame Tony.
Listen, I got that enough. The rest of this is the only day of the week where I don't get that in real life. Right. Let's not start that here.
So I can't tell you how excited I was to finally get this and get it in my sweaty little
I would be
palms.
too.
It is such as a collector, you know what I mean? It's like, of course I have to have this. Of course, the Lois Lane collection needs to have this book. So it is on a place in my shelves up there with other famous signatures from. What
was it like when you saw that listing? When you were like, this is what I've been looking for. Even though, you didn't need a specific issue. You just needed any issue.
Yeah. And the thing is, this had been I think that Anthony had put this up before.
Okay.
And I was dithering on it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then it disappeared. So I don't know if someone had agreed to buy it and then backed out or what, or he just took it down and then
didn't renew it.
A year or so later decided to put it back up. But when he did, I was like, okay, just come on. Quit mousing around here. Just give the man the money.
No diorama this time.
No diorama. No, are you kidding? Oh my God.
That is pretty odd. What issue is that again?
This is Lois Lane number 66.
Okay, cool.
And it's a fun. I've always loved the cover anyway, just because it's so Lois Lane silly in the 1960s. It's got the go-go checks on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a very special book to me, and I'm so happy to have it and share it with all of you here on Fanboys. So, because I was telling Ryan before that this came in the mail a while ago, but it's been a while since I've been on the show, so I haven't done anything about this because I want to premiere its existence here.
That's awesome.
So I'll probably do something on my channel with it too at some point too. So.
Nice. Congratulations. That's a great haul.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Yeah. Mr. Signature King Tony, your channel and your book show.
Yeah, lots of shorts coming up. Obviously, I say that every week. But yeah, still finishing up the room. I have one thing left, and then I can maybe start to realistically film things. So that's definitely coming up. But in terms of a book show, I got a couple different things I want to show you. I don't think I've ever shown this one since I came back from C2E2. So this is my Wonder Woman blank. Oh. So we added a couple signatures at C2E2. We added Joella Jones, which is this bottom one right here, and Jill Thompson, which is somewhere on here. But yeah, the Jill Thompson experience, it could be a show by itself. But this is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying going through the Wonder Woman talent to.
Why is there a Batman head on that?
So funny story. So that is Mike Hawthorne, who does both Batman and Wonder Woman. So I got him to sign both the Batman and the Wonder Woman. Well, he mixed them up. It was probably my fault, because as he was, I was talking to him as he's doing his thing, and I think I messed him up. He noticed it, and he's like, "I'm sorry, like,
oops,
let me pay for them." Like, what? No. I was like, "Yeah, they're $2.99 a piece." I was like, "No, you don't have to pay for them. They just it looks cool. I have a Batman on a Wonder Woman, and then a Wonder Woman on
a Batman. That's perfect, and a great story,
and a really cool story." So that's that one. And that's also going to Comic-Con. I have Becky Cloonan on here already. I'm going to get Michael Conrad to help finish up. And I think I'm done with the cover. I'm going to move on to the inside. Another book I'm taking to Comic-Con here is Night Terror's Black Adam, currently signed by cover artist Dustin Nagan. I'm going to get this one signed by writer Jeremy Hahn. Looks awesome. Really cool. So this is the B cover. All the B covers had that red and black and white kind of stuff. So I'm going to finish this one up with Jeremy Hahn. So some new stuff that I got. So this week I got Absolute Evil Super Foily edition. This is the Riley Rossmo foil variant. So that's cool. And we talked about it at the beginning of the show. So yes, I am doing the Superman signing. And I got the Superman collector's eBay variant. I don't know why this is an eBay variant. And you could get different covers by like these artists right here, and you can, Whatnot on eBay had like a thing. I don't know.
Was it blind bag?
It was a blind bag.
Okay.
You could get one of 4.
Okay.
I forget what the other ones were, but one was like that really nice one of like Crypto, and he's like kind of doing like the Lion King stance, and it's really, which is good. I really want that one, but I got this one.
Ooh.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So this one will definitely be going to the David Corenswet signing. Now you just got to figure out what color. I was thinking like maybe down here get him to sign, or maybe up here. I don't know.
Are you going to do an inscription or not, or like a phrase? I
don't know. Probably not the phrase, but I think I'm going to get it witnessed. Just because this is a super cool book.
Yeah.
And I want to protect it coming back. Only because this is my first time dealing with these people that do these signings, so I have ordered from them before. Are they good on packaging returns?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay. That's where I got my personalized Gal Gadot. I got it from them.
Yeah. But I agree. Hopefully they do more people, but keep in mind this was also the poster. If you went to the movie theaters, one of the posters.
Right.
Yeah. So maybe that's my justification to keep getting this one. Just add to it. I don't know.
So I have to ask a stupid question. So you send that book in someplace, correct? And then, with your checker money order, and then so you have to ship it
in your 6 cereal box tops. Yeah. But yeah, you ship it to them. They meet up with him somewhere.
It's a private signing, not open to the public.
Okay.
And they're very vague. They say spring of 2026 is when the signing takes place.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm not gonna ship it until I know when to ship it, but I'm gonna buy it now because I'm pretty sure this one will go fast.
Tell you what, Jackson, I'll get you one if you get me a Linda Carter costume.
Yeah, let's talk trade.
Yeah,
We'll
exactly.
tradies.
A little bartering going on here.
Well, cool. So I guess it's time for my book show and channel talk. So this week, what's already on the channel is my back issue of the week YouTube short, and that's on Swamp Thing. So the Bernie Wrightson Swamp Thing. So that's already currently on my channel. My comic book editions video that dropped this week was huge news for me and my collecting. Huge. And I can go ahead and say it because people have seen it. It's out in the internetverse. I completed my Justice League of America Volume 1 collection.
What a feat.
Yes.
Seriously, that is a... not a lot of people do that.
261 issues. And the last issue I needed, I found in the wild, not knowing it was going to be there. It actually wasn't even out in the store. I know the owner, and I always give him an update on my Justice League. And he said, what issue are you missing? So I told him, he goes, I think I just bought one of those in a collection. He goes, let me go look. So I got it before it ever hit the floor. Gave me such a great price on it. Thank you, Cowabunga Comics, Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. Love you guys. And what a comic book store. I mean, it's amazing. Anyway, that completed it. So I found some other cool stuff. I definitely think it was a Shebab approved video because there was Neal Adams in it. There was Lois Lane in that video. So I definitely felt like I had the Shebab seal of approval on that video.
Did you know that Lois Lane cover is the first time, that's the first published Superman that Neal Adams ever did.
I didn't know that.
So that which makes that book even more
better.
special.
Yeah. That story was interesting.
Yeah, she becomes a sister wife.
Yes, exactly. She liked the number 8 until she found out what 8 meant in that
what
case.
8 meant.
Yeah. So that is thank you, Sleepy Reader. Thank you, Damien. That is what's on my channel already. Coming up, back issue of the week YouTube short drops tomorrow morning, and it's DC again this week. And I don't have any Peacemaker in my comic book collection, but it's as close as I could get to Peacemaker for the back issue of the week tomorrow. So check that out. There should be a comic book editions video Tuesday afternoon. It hasn't been filmed and hasn't been recorded. Nothing has been done for it. So, but there should be one Tuesday afternoon.
Maybe you could reread that action story.
I could. And so that's what's coming on the channel. I'm going to talk book show, then I want to jump back to my channel for a second. So 2 things I want to show for book show. Number 1, I mentioned earlier today because Female Force Loretta Lynn was talked about earlier today on the show. It was 3 years ago today this comic book was published. So today is the 3-year anniversary of Female Force Loretta Lynn. Here's a nice 9.8 signed copy. I don't know how I got that signed, but I did. And I know it's not DC, but I had to show it anyway.
It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
So
are you going to be doing more of those? Are you writing any more of those?
No plans at the present moment.
Okay.
I'll be completely honest, I was a little disappointed that the release of the anniversary of this release and the anniversary, which was yesterday, of Loretta Lynn's passing, wasn't acknowledged at all by the publisher of this title. And they usually acknowledge things like that, and mine was looked over, but it is what it is. So I'm acknowledging it, and that's what counts.
Yeah.
Right. I know you don't plan, maybe you said you don't plan on doing it, but overall, did you enjoy the process?
Loved it.
Loved it. Okay.
Loved it.
Do you want to do more? Just in general, do you want to? Is that something you want to do? Not necessarily.
I'm not
a female force, but just writing in general.
Possibly.
Okay.
It isn't. I'm open to whatever life wants to bring to me. So.
Yep.
And then something DC I wanted to show. I wanted to try to find something spooky that had Superman on it tonight. And since I did complete my Justice League collection, how about issue 103?
Oh, nice.
I thought this would be a fun,
nice. There you go.
kind of spooky-ish, and it's got Superman on the cover. So I thought this would be a good show. Yeah, 3 years already. I can't believe it.
They grew up so fast.
Yes.
I love those 20-cent Justice League covers. You know, and that's a Nick. It looks like a Nick Cardy cover, I think. Yeah, just so quintessential Bronze Age books. You know, must have.
Yeah, I will say one thing. I do have what I consider this. I don't mean this to sound as arrogant as it's going to come out. I do have a Wonder Woman story in mind. It would be a perfect story for like a Wonder Woman one-shot or something like when they do the 75th or 80th anniversary issues, you know, where they have like multiple short stories. I have a story that I think would be perfect for one of those. It hasn't been typed out yet. It's in here. But it's one that I am like legit proud of. Like I wouldn't be nervous putting it out into the world at all. I am legit proud of that story.
Well, how can we make that happen? How does that happen? Like,
no, I don't even know how to get a Linda Carter costume on my wall. I don't know that. So,
I mean, I know how you could do it. You could raise the funds, but you know, that's probably an offline conversation.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. I got a few more things I want to say too, but first, I do want to say that if you'd like to virtually participate in a book show with us, show something DC Comics oriented, Superman, spooky, whatever. Just share a cover with us on Instagram or another item and use the hashtag FanboysLive and the Retro Review. So you can do your at-home book show, which would be pretty cool. So jumping back to my channel, I am 18 subscribers away from a very magical event. I have, you know, kind of thrown it out there on Instagram and stuff too, and maybe a few other places. I feel like I have gotten all the subscribers I can get. Even though, here's the thing, I have so many more Instagram followers than I have YouTube subscribers. So if, you know, I have like 500 to 600 more Instagram. If I can only get 18 of those 500 to 600 to subscribe, I'd be okay.
Oh, right.
But I just can't get them to do it. What is your advice for me, if any, on getting these last 18? And then I need to get it to stick. So I really need more than 18, but because I need to get it to stick. I will tell you, I've started planning out a 1K party, and it will happen.
Oh, good.
And
invite me. I want to come.
Yes. There are giveaways that I'm very proud of. So what is your guys's?
In thinking on my channel of what got
music
a lot. Well, there's that.
It's true. It's true. What I learned is if you don't have anything in the background in terms of music, you're only searchable by your voice. Like the YouTube algorithm will only recommend your voice. But if you have like Shebab, she exploded. She had music in hers because now her channel is being recommended by the audio. People are searching for the audio or getting her channel too. So she's reaching a completely different audience who might not notice her. So it worked for me too, because I use my voice and something else in the background too. Now I notice a huge difference, even if it's just something from the YouTube library. It doesn't have to be something off the top 40.
Right.
Because now like I said, your video will be recommended by audio. Sorry, go ahead.
The other thing that boosted my subscriber number huge was a couple years ago when I did a video called I Go to a Comic Book Show, because I went to
that was a big one for you. I remember.
Yeah.
So I also got a few subscribers when I went to my comic book shop owner.
That was a good video too.
If you, I think maybe venture out and see you in the real world. Doesn't have to be long, but something like that too. And name it really blunt. I go to my comic book shop, or I go to a show. Something like that.
Mr. Gretzky 9966.
I think that would put you over the top. I was stunned. at how many viewers I got on I went to a comic book show. And there wasn't that much video of the comic book show. Like
Sure.
if I were to do it seriously, if I were to do it over again, because what people really want to do is look at what's on the wall, what wall books, and what I'll watch that stuff all day. I don't know why I didn't bother to do it. So go out into the wild.
Okay.
And I think that'll put you over the top, and do a few shorts with some music. Just, I mean,
well, I guess one thing that I
Yeah.
didn't do the music because I didn't want people to think that I was copying you.
Oh no!
I'm copying other people.
Dude,
Are you kidding?
I'll be straight up. I'll copy whoever, and I don't care.
Exactly. Who cares?
I don't care if they think, "Oh, you're just copying this person." Like, yeah, and what else?
No. Everyone, please.
I think you've done great up until this point. Doing music or a vlog style thing would take you over that hump, and maybe you'll see faster growth. Like you're going to get to 1K, but maybe to 1,500.
I don't even think about that, to be honest. But one thing that I do want to say, and I have talked to another YouTuber about this off air, who could back me up in saying, I'm not saying this because the camera is on right now, because I've said this off air. I have some of the most awesome people that come to my channel and watch my videos, and I will never leave those people behind because they've always been with me. I'm always open to make new friends. I just need 18 more. So I love everyone that comes to my channel. I just need 18 more.
So here's what we'll do. Everybody in the chat, go make another account.
Yep.
No, don't do that. That's false hope.
It is. But it's
no, you can get there. Just
I think I don't think I can. It's just I'm kind of like, now that it's 18, I can see the finish line. I think
it's a realistic possibility by the end of the year. I think it's possible.
Well, it should be. I mean, if I can't do 18 by the end of December.
Listen, I go through these big droughts. I'm in the middle of a drought right now. I just came off this 500,000 view short.
Yeah.
Now I'm struggling to get to 10 views on my shorts.
The gods giveth, they take it away. I was looking at some of my shorts. It's like I was averaging like 1,500 views on shorts for a while. I was like, well, aren't I special? And then it's like 32, 15.
I don't know what it, and then you have one that'll just absolutely take off like a rocket, and then right before it gets to the atmosphere, turn around and come right back.
Yeah. So I guess just what I'm saying is I'm at the point of merciful begging. Promote my channel, friends. Right. Promote me.
Promoting does great, but I really do think even if you took something off the YouTube audio library and find something you really enjoyed music-wise, just run the background, just that alone, it's really going to help you.
I have a hard time with music in the background for multiple reasons, and one of them is I did watch someone's video. I'm not going to say what channel. I watched someone's video the other day, and it had music in the background, and it annoyed me so bad. They had great content in their video, but the music was so annoying.
Yeah, that can happen, but I think the right volume and the right music.
I asked Perry to have every one of his accounts to sub me up, and I would get there, and he just LOL'd me. He did share it though, but I didn't get a subscriber out of it. He LOL'd me. Like I wanted his Perry Loves Katy Perry channel to subscribe. I wanted his Perry Reacts channel to, and he just LOL'd me. I love that Perry.
Well, I guess you just have to pass him in the subscriber count.
Oh, that ain't never going to happen. So,
yeah. It has to be the right music at the right volume. You can't just be like, well, I really like this loud song, so I'm going to play it in the background. It's not going to fly.
Okay.
Or every now and then, a short that is some of your favorite just covers and really
I've been thinking about
copy
that.
Me and just with music, you know what I mean? And
where you don't have to talk about it or research it, you're just showing it.
Just show some books with some music on it, and literally, what if you just did a try out a 15-second short with the Loretta Lynn book, with a Loretta Lynn song, and see what happens. Just literally try it.
I agree. That's a good idea because the most popular short content, most viewed stuff are like 15 to 30 seconds long.
Exactly. That's all mine are.
Yeah, that's all mine are. I don't go past 25 seconds.
So try it, Ryan. Seriously.
Okay.
Do a beautiful 15-second thing and pick your favorite Loretta Lynn song and make a beautiful short.
Well, you have multiple Loretta Lynn covers, right? You could do what I do and just like 5 seconds on this one, 5 seconds on this one, 5 seconds on this one.
Yep.
Keeps him
surprisingly, I do not own all of the Loretta Lynn covers that were made.
How is that possible? You wrote it.
Exactly.
Say
That's
what?
I wonder too.
How many total covers are there? I think there's, but I know there's 3.
Oh no, there's way more than 3.
You have to go on eBay and buy them yourself.
I'm gonna make
I can't. The ones I'm missing, I can't find anymore.
Oh,
were they ratios?
No.
Okay.
So
if you go when I really wanted your foil, so I went online. I was gonna eBay it, and I only found one foil for Loretta Lynn. It was coming all the way from Australia. And I was like, that's kind of silly.
I was down under, mate.
I didn't think Tidal Force was that popular outside the United States.
I have international. I mean, I have seen, for what it's worth, I have seen a listing of where the book has been sold at what regions worldwide. Cool. And I was shocked that there are copies in places that I never dreamed.
What's one crazy one that stands out in your mind?
Oh God, I don't know. I haven't looked at the list in a long time, but I would really want to refresh myself on the list before I say it, but I have seen it. So anyway, we don't have to go on that topic for the rest of tonight or my channel. I mean, it's just, I am getting there. I'm close.
Easter Island.
Yeah, Easter Island. So
that's even more confusing. The moon at least makes sense, but Easter Island? Who's reading Easter Island? The stone people?
Exactly. Yeah. They're big comic book fans out there.
Yes.
Biggest comic book store in the world is on Easter Island.
Yeah.
Literally, it's huge. It's the biggest.
Yeah. So this has been the greatest DC comic show on YouTube. Tony, do we have a show next weekend? I'm not going to be here, but is there a show next weekend?
I'm still working on it. I've talked to a couple people. They're on the fence about it, but it'll probably be a game day decision. But yeah, we'll figure something out.
Potentially a show next weekend. If not, we'll be back the weekend after for sure. The weekend after is going to be our Wonder Woman Day show, because Wonder Woman Day is coming up this month. So it will be Wonder Woman themed. I know that for sure. Hopefully I'm trying to get a special guest locked in for that show who will not commit to me yet, but I'm trying really hard to get him in. So
I thought it was going to be a her.
No, it's
Linda.
a him.
Linda.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
Linda
Carter and Gal Gadot stop by.
Right, just
that would
on
be
the time.
By.
Be funny if they came next week when Lassa wasn't here.
Yeah, exactly. That would be my luck. So 2 parts. Part 1 features Linda and Gal.
Yeah, don't worry.
They'll be here in the studio with me. We're gonna do like a fireside chat with both of them.
Right.
Yeah. Rod popped in right as we're getting ready to say goodbye. I'll tell you one thing. Rod is, and I will say this at my party, because Rod, I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers, but you were the one who got me my first bulk of subscribers. So it really, I credit you for
Same here.
He's like the godfather.
These wonderful things that have happened. So I just, every time I see your name, it's just waves of gratitude come over me for the kindness you showed me, especially when I was a new channel and you didn't know me.
Yeah.
So
if it weren't for Rod, I'd still be like just doing this for my own fun.
If it wasn't for Rod, I'd still be talking to myself.
Yeah, just
yeah. So
and not the fun kind of talking to yourself.
The weird kind of talking.
The weird kind where you start answering. There's links for everyone's channel in the description for this video. We had an amazing live chat as we always do. If you watched on the rewind, we appreciate you as well. You've been watching the greatest DC comic show on YouTube. Maybe a show next week, maybe not. We'll find out. This is Fanboys Live in the Retro Review. Hope you have a wonderful week. Take care, and bye for meow.